If only I had known then what I know now. In my 67 years, I have heard these words from the lips of young and old, male and female, wealthy and poor, who found themselves neck deep in debt. These persons realized that getting into debt was fairly easy, but getting out of it is a lot tougher. The author of Debt and Credit Laws offers sage advice from the most trusted source to put the seeker of truth on the path to a debt-free life of credit and abundance. Dr. Hastings Johnson has a goal in mind. He wants you to be debt-free. And if you can't avoid debt, he wants you to use debt and credit responsibly and according to solid biblical principles and laws. He candidly lays out the pitfalls of credit that can result in the stranglehold of debt and balances his presentation with the debt and credit money management principles he has mined from the most read book in the world, the Bible. I have guided, nurtured, and watched Dr. Johnson with keen interest since his high school days in the 1980s when I served as his counselor. And I've observed how he has become not only a diligent student of the most trusted source, but an agent of change who seeks to impart knowledge from this source to help people move from being conformed to this world to being transformed by the renewing of their minds. Change requires action that must begin with the individual before it can impact the family, the church, the nation, and the world. Once you activate the principles in debt and credit laws and apply them to your financial situation, you will see changes in your finances forever. Your life and finances will never be the same. Do not perish for lack of knowledge. These biblical principles and laws will work and produce results no matter your gender, nationality, religion, race, or economic standing. I recall times in my own life when I did not have enough money to service my debts and to take care of my living expenses. I was broke by the end of the first week in the month, and there were times when I found myself a slave to lending institutions. I even spent my earnings on get-rich schemes that never materialized. By modeling the biblical principles that Dr. Johnson outlines in his book, I have been able to pay off car loans, credit cards, and other personal debts in a timely manner. But more important, my finances have moved from deficit to surplus. It's a joy to be a lender now, instead of a borrower, and to have sufficient money set aside for a secure future. If you are in debt, seek God's help with your finances. God has called special people to teach anyone how to get out of debt and stay out of debt. Dr. Hastings Johnson was led by God to write Debt and Credit Laws so that anyone can learn what God has taught him. Follow God's word as outlined in this book and get your finances in order. You won't regret it. I am Colin Major.